guys, it's your girl Diane. Welcome to another episode of the iHungry Food Spot Stop. Today, we are in the foothills of the Northern Range in the magnificent, beautiful and scenic community of Lopino Settlement to check out Cafe Mariposa. Come and enjoy the cocoto and cuisine with me. It's very nice to meet you. Thank you so much for having us today.
Well, welcome to Cafe Mariposa. It's very lovely to meet you all. Today we're going to take a tour of our little plantation and we're going to taste our cocoa cuisine, which is unique to us. We will show you around and you'll do a little cocoa dancing. I know you're a dancer. So you do some cocoa dancing and you will learn about the different stages in the processing of cocoa.
I am super excited for this.
When did cocoa first come to Trinidad? Cocoa was brought to Trinidad by the Spaniards in the 1500s, around 1525, and it took about, I would say, about 300 years for it to really get popular, and price went very high. And why did that happen? Because although we had a bad situation where they got witches' broom and it really destroyed the field, when they brought Forastero cocoa into Trinidad from Venezuela, Forastero cocoa, there was a natural hybridization in the field, and it brought us this wonderful new plant that we have, or the new species of variety called Trinitario. So Trinidad has its own variety named after itself, Trinitario cacao, and that is world famous. And even though we don't win every year, we have won many awards in the salon, at the Salon du Chocolat in Paris, where let's say 254 countries might send samples for testing, and Trinidad always seems to end up in the top 50. And what happens there is, out of that top 50, they're going to choose the best of the best in the world. And we have been at that top at least about 6 times since this competition has started. How would someone know what is the color of a cocoa pod when it's ripe? Well, that will depend on the variety, and how you can look at that and be able to determine it by looking at the flowers. This is just a little bud. You see it has a pinkish color. Now the unripe cocoa is going to be reddish like this, and when it is ripe it is going to be orange and yellowish color. It is very beautiful set of colors that come out. If you see a flower or a bud, it's more white or cream, but this one is similar to that one, but you will have a yellow pod. Even this on the ground, to become part of the soil is really a good thing. This and the leaves will add to the nutrition in the soil. Okay. Now it's not good to just leave it under the cocoa tree and to clog up under the tree. The tree should really have some space. You have to also allow 75% of light to come from the top. So even though cocoa at stages of its growth needs shade, and you know you used to have the immortal tree for that purpose, you don't need so much shade that it will cause fungal activity to take place and have things like black pod. You want to keep away the pests and diseases as much as possible from your field. This field that we're in is very small, but it was mostly donated by the Cocoa Gene Bank, and Trinidad has the largest cocoa gene bank in the world. So long ago, you want to know how the older folks used to process their beans, right? And we would call it cracking. The cracking was done by something called a denki or the hulling, and they did this for coffee and cocoa. They would put, well, most likely it was just the leg was just put like this and pound.
Can I try this?
Of course. How do we get the flavor of our cocoa beans? Trinidad is noted for the lovely flavor of the beans, right? It has to do with the soil and the conditions in Trinidad. But one of the other things is, what is the neighbor? What is the cousin? Who lying next to it? If it is you're growing next to a fragrant flower, you can bet your life your cocoa pod. When you crack it open, the first thing you will get is the essence of the flower that is growing next to it. Now, another thing I would like you to know, and I would like everybody to know about it, cocoa grows out of a growing cushion in the trees. And these growing cushions will produce for you as long as the tree has life and it is healthy. But when someone is going to harvest cocoa, you can't just rip it off the tree. You need to take a knife, and that's why we have cocoa knives. You need to take something and cut it off so that you don't damage the growing cushion and you don't reduce the yield for the farmer. So everybody who visits cocoa estates and they feel like the cocoa is growing wild and they could just walk into an estate and pick and just look at all the tree you're destroying, and the next time you come through you may not see cocoa growing there again. So after you have harvested your beans, what is done after that? Well, of course you would crack it and remove it from the pod. And this is what we call this is the most critical part in getting fine flavored chocolate. Your fermentation has to be perfect, or as close to perfect as possible. Long, but they would say is sweating the cocoa. These days we say we are fermenting the cocoa. We have started using this little pot because we have a small batch and we set our beans to ferment here. What this has done, it's drained it out at the bottom so all the liquid came out, and we want to check the temperature. It is 97.7 degrees today.
I'm going to try a grain-free, fully loaded chicken sandwich. So here I can see it's grilled chicken cooked in pure cocoa beans. I can see pineapple, cassava chips, and a salsa which they call pico de gallo. So I actually actually love the taste of the cocoa in the chicken, and the cocoa was infused in the chicken, and the plantains, they were very sweet. These are actually really good for anyone that has a grain-free diet or gluten. So now we're going to try this cocoa tea. It's homemade cocoa tea. I actually love the authentic old-fashioned teacup. As you can see, it actually reminds me of my grandmother days, you know. So let me try this. Very rich and creamy. You can actually taste the Lopino cocoa in this. So guys, now I'm going to try this award-winning punchicam. It's a chocolate punchicam. It's very rich. The chocolate is very rich in it. It's very creamy, and I love that the alcohol is not overpowering on it. Definitely amazing. So now I'm going to try another award-winning product. It's the sangria, the cocoa sangria. I actually never thought that sangria can be made with cocoa. I know it's usually made with fruits. So now let's try the cocoa sangria. It's yummy. I can actually taste the cocoa in it together with the spices. So it's dessert time. Now I'm going to try this marshmallow dipped in dark chocolate. Only at Cafe Mariposa. So guys, that's it for today. Be sure to check out our iHungry app and download. And also come on down to Cafe Mariposa and enjoy this beautiful experience of the cocoa and cuisine. See you next time!